Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Helen Cowan. I am the founder of The Tall Wall. We are a professional coaching company that specialises primarily but not exclusively with professional women who are in senior roles in their careers. And today we're going to be joined by Maggie Killick, and I'm just going to patch her in shortly. And once she's joined us, I will introduce Maggie and tell you all about her. But I'm very excited that we're going to get some tips from Maggie. And here she is now in. Okay, 1 second. Hello, Maggie.
Hi, Helen.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I was just saying I'd introduce myself, and then I'm saying we'll wait till you come in and then we'll introduce you. So welcome.
Thank you.
So Maggie is the Tall Wall's recommended stylist. She has done my wardrobe. She's done the wardrobe of lots of our clients. She has done the wardrobe of people in our wider network. She is fabulous. And Maggie specialises in professional women who maybe want to look a bit edgier, slightly cooler than the sort of stereotypical corporate suit. That is what she does best, and that's why we love her. So thank you for joining us, Maggie. And the reason we're having this call now is that I know, and I hear a lot from clients and friends that, you know, we're in January, it's quite cold outside, people are wearing the same 3 outfits for work. You're all working from home still, although that will change hopefully. You know, it just feels like people are in a style rut, and you know, it really feels too difficult to kind of do anything about it.
I'm going to stop you right there, Helen.
Go on, Maggie. Tell us.
Honestly, it's not that difficult. It's not that complicated, but I totally understand why people think it is. What we need to do is remember what clothing can do for us, because I think we all see it as a bit of a chore now, don't we? We want it to do different things, you know, we're multitasking. And I often think, I was saying to someone the other day, if there was a tablet, a legal tablet, we could all take that would put a spring in our step, that would improve our performance at work, that would make us look better in terms of our figure, that would just make us feel so good, we would take it. And I think we need to see clothing as that tablet. We need to fall back in love with getting dressed. It's something I'm hugely passionate about with my clients.
Yes, and I can completely see that. I love the idea of a tablet because clothing does make you feel very different depending on what you wear. You know, you will feel very different in a pair of joggy bottoms and a jumper than you will for something smart. But getting practical, Maggie, right now it is really cold. It's really cold outside. So there is a temptation to put your joggy bottoms on and your big chunky knit. And who cares anyway? Because we've been doing this for quite some while. So who's really looking? But if you are cold at home, and the temptation is to throw that jumper on, what words of advice do you have for those people?
Yeah, I do totally get it. I'd say step away from the jogging bottoms and the chunky jumper, because if I put that on, I'm not feeling particularly productive. What I'm feeling is I want to sit on the sofa with a glass of wine and a good book. So what you need to do is find something that still makes you feel comfortable, but it's just as easy to put on a pair of jogging bottoms as it is a really beautiful, stylish pair of trousers.
Yeah, you said that to me before. That is so true. Pulling on a pair of lovely trousers, it takes the same time as putting on a pair of joggy bottoms, but the impact is so different.
Yeah, and you can find some great ones. I mean, I will put links to what I'm talking about, particular clothes, on the style post this week. But, you know, I wear a pair of trousers. They're from Windsor, London. They're called the Lauren trouser, I think. Mm-hmm. They're really beautiful. They're quite heavy in terms of they've got a great drop to them. They're just as comfortable as your jogging bottoms, but they feel really, really lovely.
And they're warm. They're warm, right, Maggie?
And they're warm. And I also think jumpers, generally cardigans, unless they're sort of very fine knit, they don't do you any favours, particularly on Zoom. They don't do you any favours in terms of your posture and actually your shape as well. So I would say answer to your prayers. Have you heard of Heat Tech from Uniqlo?
No, no. I never go into Uniqlo. It wouldn't be a shop I'd go into.
It's so good. It's sort of become the new Gap, I think, for sort of those essential pieces. So heat tech garments are things like vest tops or like ballet cut tops at the front and back. So you can wear them underneath things, and they are really warm. They're really fine. So they keep the warmth in, but you're not getting the bulk. So I would definitely try heat tech for keeping you warm. I also do things like in COS, they have a really lovely roll neck, very, very fine, long sleeved, beautiful colours, like, you know, French navy and really, really stylish, lovely colours. I would think about wearing that. One of my clients now wears that under a really cool jumpsuit. Looks amazing, keeps her warm. Also, Me and M do things like a sleeveless tank top, and you can wear a really lovely blouse underneath, but you're still getting the warmth. It's about thinking beyond the joggers and the jumper, as much as we all want to do that. There's another final one, which was something I bought the other day, which was a long line sleeveless waistcoat, which is in sort of a felt. Really comfy. So instead of that big long cardigan that you just want to wrap around you, just put this on over the top. It's gorgeous. And you still look great, and that way you'll feel better, I think.
Yeah. And we were just gone too far the other way, haven't we? So when COVID happened, of course, no one was worrying really about what they looked like. We're all just trying to get through this. And, you know, that seems to have gone too far. That was 2020, and here we are. And it's, in some ways, it's wrong that we have to worry about what we look like, but it does feel like people have just gone too far, and now their permanent wardrobe is really, really casual, no matter where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I hear a lot of people say that things have definitely got more relaxed in the workplace, no shadow of a doubt. But I hear people say, well, we are working from home a lot of the time, so clients don't expect us to look very professional, or you know, we're doing 101 things. We can't be expected to, all this sort of thing.
Yeah.
The, you know, dress down policies have been in place in the offices and things like that when we go back. But I think there's a fine line. And was it you that said to me about clients, if you're going to be expensive? What was that?
Yeah, someone said that to me once. If you're going to be expensive, you better look expensive. And I think if you're a business owner or a partner in a law firm, and you are commanding lots of money for what you do, and even if you're not, but you know, especially if you're going to be expensive, you better look expensive, because it does give the client that comfort, doesn't it? And it shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't be judging people by how they look, but that's human nature.
I think it is, and I think clients do get a sense of reassurance when you are well put together and well turned out. I mean, I often use the phrase well groomed, and I know that sounds really old fashioned, but I just mean you're put together well. I think clients, they feel like they're in a safe pair of hands.
Yes.
So I think forget really what other people are doing, and just think about yourself, what it's doing for you and how you want to project yourself.
Yeah, because some people will worry that if they start to dress up, people think they're going for a job interview, or wonder, you know, what's going on. For 2 years, you've looked quite casual, and now you're turning up with a lovely blazer on. And, you know, people do worry about the impression that they give.
They do. And I think people don't need to worry so much about it. So when I talk about dressed up and well put together, I'm not talking stiff, corporate, boring, dull. I am talking, you're looking cool, you're looking effortless, you look comfortable in what you're wearing, but you hold yourself well. And clothing can do that. And I think if I said to somebody about wearing a suit, for instance, people think, oh, are we too intimidating if I'm in a suit? I think if you're wearing it your way, maybe dressed down a bit, and you're looking and feeling great in that suit, you won't look intimidating. You will just look great in a suit.
Yeah.
And people will get used to you maybe looking a bit more dressed up, because they'll see it all the time. It's a bit like you go, you know, when you went to work with a new haircut and people noticed it all the time. Pretty soon people just say, oh, that's Helen, she looks great in a suit.
Yeah.
You know, it's just...
That is your sweet spot, Maggie. I remember when you did my wardrobe, it's not about going out and buying really expensive things to look fabulous. And it's about making yourself look effortless, a nice kind of cool edge to you, but not sort of trussed up and feeling all formal. It's a really difficult thing to achieve, but you helped me a lot. So big thank you again for that.
Oh, you're so welcome. Well, once you've got it, you've got it, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So a lot of people think, oh, if I need to look expensive, for example, I need to be head to toe designer. You absolutely don't.
Yeah.
What you need are key pieces that, so say, buy a really great investment piece, like a great jacket. I'm all for women wearing jackets, by the way. I love them. I just think everyone looks cool in a jacket. But a great jacket, invest in that. You don't have to then invest in a really expensive top to wear underneath. Or if you want to invest in a dress, if dresses are your thing, the dress that you love, that fits you well, that makes you feel good, invest in that. And then if you want to add a belt, it doesn't need to be a designer belt. If you want to add jewellery, it doesn't need to be designer jewellery. Yeah. So it's that mixing sort of high-low pieces.
Yeah.
And that also helps you create an individual look as being, you know, head to toe in one brand.
Yeah, I always remember you saying, don't go to Whistles and buy everything for every occasion from one shop. You need to mix it. What are the brands to go for then? So people get stuck. I'm thinking women my age, you know, they're in their 40s. There's like a few brands you get stuck with. So yeah, LK Bennett for some workwear, Whistles, Zara maybe, you know, Boden, Hush. They're kind of like the brands you can get into a rut with. You end up, that's your field of vision. That's all that you see that's out there. What other brands can people look at that help them expand their wardrobe in the way that we're all dressing now, which is not, you know, super formal anymore?
Yeah. So I think one brand that people overlook is COS. I think they do beautiful pieces that can be dressed up, dressed down. They do great trousers. They do great culottes, which can look incredible. You know, a client of mine recently bought a pair. Actually, you've got a pair of culottes as well.
Yes. Yeah, you bought them for me.
And I find culottes, a lot of women say, oh, I can't wear them. But I think they don't tend to look as good with flats, I don't think. But say, so my client the other day, she had her culottes on. She had a pair of long suede block-heeled boots. They weren't particularly high. And then she just had a great shirt and a blazer on. She looked fabulous. That's not your traditional suit, but she looked amazing. Yeah. So I think COS is a great one. And COS is also a great one for when you want to buy a blouse or a top. A lot, particularly on Zoom, you have to be careful, don't you, that particular patterns don't sit well on Zoom, stripes don't work well, ditzy prints don't work very well. So the way to get a bit of interest, I think, in the tops that you buy, which COS do very well, is get a bit of an asymmetric collar, or get something in the sleeve, something that can add a bit of interest, so you're not looking very just completely sleeveless round necks.
Yes,
it does add. So COS is a great one. Also, there's Wolf and Badger. They do have a shop in Cold Drops Yard, and they're big online, but they are home of the independent brands. So again, it's look on places like that that have different brands within them.
Okay.
Because I think where we go wrong is we either go to that one brand, as we've said, or we don't think to mix and match at all with different brands. So Me&M are a great brand, but you could wear something from Me&M and then team it with a little top from H&M. You know, it doesn't need to be completely styled from books. It's how you create your style, and that's my job, to help people do that.
Yes.
I would say as well, see, I'm on a roll now, Helen.
Go on, Maggie.
Iris and Ink is a good one. That's a
What's
brand.
that, Iris and Ink? I've not heard of that one.
So they are from the Outnet. So it's Outnet's own brand. So that's really good. But again, if you clicked on it now, you would probably see, I don't know, leather trousers and all sorts that you think, oh, I can't wear those to work. But actually just start scrolling around, looking around. But they do great pieces that would work very well. And there is a website, I think it's called Shop Your Style UK. I'll put it on the style post.
Okay.
And that is a website. Say you were looking for a great pair of cigarette trousers. You would type in cigarette trousers and it will bring you up, and your budget, and it will bring you up all the different brands. And you can just have a look, because we do need to find new brands to mix it up. Otherwise, you
get very narrow. You get very narrow in what you can see and what you think is out there. Yeah. What as I'm conscious of time, and whenever I meet Maggie, I mean, I could spend hours with her. And just to reassure anyone who's watching this and they think, God, if you get a stylist, they're going to totally change your look and they're going to make you spend an absolute fortune. That absolutely was not my experience. It's a million miles from that. Working with Maggie, she's not out to make you spend a fortune. She is the least intimidating person you could meet. She has no, it's a real laugh just spending time with Maggie. And she doesn't judge. She's not out to criticize how you look or try to drastically change how you look. I mean, you are brilliant. Are there any other tips you want to leave people with as we come to the end of this Insta Live? Anything else you want people to think about?
I would think about, firstly, what we've said. So change your mindset. So think about it in terms of how it's going to make you feel what you wear, because it does make a huge difference. I see, when I look in the mirror and I see one of my clients, when they can't believe how good they actually look, it's so joyous, it's fabulous. So I think change your mindset about how you look. And remember, clothes create illusions. They make you look taller, shorter, broader. So all those New Year's resolutions, I need to get in shape and everything, maybe you do for your fitness, but actually for your figure, just start dressing to suit your shape, which is a whole other Instagram live.
Yes.
And then I would say, look in your wardrobe and take out pieces that you might not, say a trouser suit. So take out the jacket and see how you can wear it in different ways. Look at the colours in your wardrobe. Do you need an injection of colour to make some outfits work? If you've got a great red skirt, I don't know, do you want to colour clash that skirt, or do you want to tonally match it with a burgundy? Think about ways of wearing your clothes differently, and then get yourself a few key pieces. So get yourself a great jacket, and if you want some advice on jackets, I'm your woman.
You just sent me a link to a jacket, haven't you? A midnight blue velvet jacket. I mean, that's arriving tomorrow. I'm so excited. But this doesn't, I don't want people to think Maggie sends you links and you've got to keep buying. But occasionally, very occasionally, you will make a suggestion because I've said something. You're like, well, have you thought about this? And that makes all the difference, because I would never go out and find those things. I mean, I would just be looking in the same old shops for the same old things. I would never do that.
And also a velvet jacket, most people think, oh my God, you wear that, in the evening or whatever. Yeah. I've got 3 velvet jackets, a great velvet jacket, white t-shirt, fabulous pair of jeans and some heels. You look amazing.
Yeah.
So I think a great pair of jeans as well. I think now we are doing a bit more casually. There are so many options out there. I'm doing actually a jean shop service, because I think it's the one thing that if people love a pair of jeans, they really need to get the best pair for them.
And there's jeans and sorry, but there's jeans and jeans, isn't there, Maggie? So if you've got like your baggy old mum jeans, I've got loads of pairs of those. Actually, you can't take them into the office when you go back because it's just going to look rubbish. So you do probably need a really beautifully fitting, really stylish pair of jeans that is still dressed down, but just has a lovely edge to them.
And I always think denim looks really great with sort of silky tops as well. It doesn't have to be real silk, but you know, like the different textures, so denim and silk, and then a blazer looks gorgeous.
Yes.
Things like that. It's about mixing textures, mixing colours. And I am conscious that I'm trying to give you lots of information here, which you know, could take a whole workshop.
Yeah.
But I would say, so get yourself a great jacket, a pair of jeans, look in your wardrobe, try to play around with clothes as well. And then the final one I would say is actually, and it's not really about what you're buying, but I think the night before, and I know this sounds twee and people say I'm too busy, the night before, take out what you want to wear the next day. Just leave it out. It takes 5 minutes. You don't need to parade up and down in, you know, catwalk style. Just take the clothes out. The difference that will make to your morning will be, so you won't reach for the same clothes, which I think lots of us are doing. You won't be hunting around for that top and then you can't find it. You don't know how your day is going to start, but at least if you're sorted in that area, you will have a much better morning. So I would say do that as well and see the difference it makes.
Yeah, I love the idea that stops you from just going for the easy option because you haven't got a lot of time. So you think, oh, do you know, I'll just put on that baggy old pair of jeans again. We
never wear our wardrobe. Like, there's so much of it that we don't wear.
And that's what you discovered when you came to my wardrobe. You know, there's some things I gave away to charity. There's some things I sold. Some things that just, the reason I wasn't wearing them was that they didn't fit me, and I couldn't let go of them. But you helped, and then you altered some things for me. You got them altered so that they did fit. So yeah, it's right. It's the 80-20 rule. You're wearing 20% of your wardrobe, and 80%
you are.
Is sitting there.
Getting things altered is a massive thing. I often, because I wear quite long wide, or lots of my clients do really long wide leg trousers, but actually they're not particularly practical when you've got flats on because they're trailing around. So we've taken them up, put cuffs on them, and then they wear them with long boots underneath, or we've taken sleeves off of dresses, you know, just nipped in things so they look a lot more expensive than they are when they don't fit you well. Yes, they are simple things.
Maggie, we're going to have to say goodbye. If anyone wants to find out more about what Maggie does, you can look her up on her website, maggiekillickstyle.com. Maggie has an Instagram side that you can go on, and we'll make the link to this through the tour wall, and Maggie will do it on hers. Maggie does a style post every Friday. Sometimes I don't open that style post because I don't have to, I don't think, God, I really do like that item. I might just buy it. But it is fabulous for really good links of things that you might want to think about in terms of your wardrobe. And Maggie's offering free 30-minute consultations. There's no obligation to that. Maggie is the most unintimidating person you'll ever meet. She won't be doing the hard sell on you. But if you want 30 minutes, think, look, this is what I need. What do you think? Maggie is the person to go to. We can't recommend her highly enough.
I've always got an opinion, Helen.
You have, but you say it so beautifully. So the opinion is given in such a well-intended, beautiful way. You know, it's not intimidating at all. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for joining us.
So welcome.
We'll have to do this again on a different topic because there's so much to say. Yeah. Thank you very much, and thank you for all those who joined. There's been some amazing comments from people, just testament to how good you are, because people are listening to your advice and wanting to follow it.
Oh, well, I'm happy to give so much more, so thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Take care.